to the Chairman, Board of Directors, members of the Correctional Peace Officers Foundation, family members, and friends. It is truly an honor to be with you all today. I bring you greetings on behalf of the American Correctional Association and the Tennessee Department of Corrections. For more than 3 decades, the Correctional Peace Officer Foundation, in the most difficult times, has been a consistent source of comfort and support for our profession. When our brothers and sisters in corrections have suffered catastrophic loss or in the darkest of days made the ultimate sacrifice, the Cpof has been there to help families bear the burden of loss. The Cpof motto, taking care of our own, it is not just a motto in corrections. It's truly a way of life. You know, the Bible instructs us to bear one another's burden so we fulfill the law of Christ. And that is exactly what Cpof has been doing for our correctional families, and it is what correctional professionals do each and every day in the line of duty. The life and work of a correctional professional is not easy. On the best of days, we work in a complex, unforgiving environment where stress, pain, and the threat of violence is ever present. There can be no doubt that it takes a very special person to do this job. Someone who cares for the safety and protection of people under their care in our communities and for one another. Someone who is firm, fair, and consistent and treats people with dignity and respect, even when they fail to receive the same in return. Someone who is willing to give it all for their fellow man. In other words, a hero. Former Corrections Director and immediate past President of the American Correctional Association, Gary Moore, described today's correctional employees as today's greatest public servants. I could not agree more, because the public, in most cases, never truly understands the challenges these men and women face each and every day. You know, I remember leaving Nashville one day in 2020 and the streets were bare. No vehicles on the street. Businesses were closed and Nashville, Tennessee resembled a ghost town. And as I traveled down I-40, there was very little traffic. And it was obvious that, the world had shut down and people were at home protecting themselves and their families from this invisible enemy that we call COVID-19. But as I approached one of our correctional facilities, the parking lot was full of vehicles. Vehicles that represented the hundreds of dedicated individuals who put service before self and left the safety of their homes and their families to join the ranks of today's greatest public servants. The United States owes a tremendous amount of gratitude to the correctional professionals, especially those who paid the ultimate sacrifice and left us too soon. Their life's work will be felt for generations to come, and what they have given, that last full measure, will have a lasting impact on our profession, and they will never be forgotten. As we pause to acknowledge the ultimate sacrifice of our brothers and sisters in corrections, let us also acknowledge the sacrifices of the families. I want all family members here today to know the sacrifices each of you have made behind the scenes are very much appreciated as well. And your unwavering support is vital to the work of the corrections profession. We recognize that you have given so much to our profession as you've watched and supported your loved ones as they left home each day and entered the gates and the walls of a most difficult, complex, and dangerous work environment. Like many corrections agencies across this country, the Tennessee Department of Corrections have suffered our own losses within the correctional family. In 2019, when our beloved correctional administrator Deborah Johnson was murdered. Correctional Peace Officers Foundation was there to support and assist her family and our agency through this unthinkable tragedy. In 2005, when Tennessee Corrections Officer Wayne Cotton Morgan was shot and killed while transporting an inmate to court, once again, the CPOF was there. And when so many of our fellow corrections professions across this country have experienced tragedy or loss, CPOF rushed in to respond and assist in any way possible. For that, we are forever grateful. Personally, as a 38-year corrections employee, I can say that I have never known CPOF to say no to a correctional family in need. Without organizations like the Correctional Peace Officers Foundation, much of our work in corrections would go unnoticed and unrecognized and underappreciated. The foundation has created relationships across this country that allows us to connect and to communicate during times of need and allows us to truly be our brother's keeper. I am grateful and honored for the opportunity to be with you all today and to honor our fallen brothers and sisters and their families. I am humbled and honored to serve alongside each of you every day as a corrections professional. May God bless each of you, your agencies, your families, and the Correctional Peace Officer Foundation. Thank you.